Welcome to Fitbyfood, where we outsmart binge eating without restriction. In this video, I'm going to paint a picture for you how it can look when you've done and completed module 1 on the Get Fit by Food website. You wake up after a day of binging. Your stomach is flat. You feel not that full anymore. To remind yourself, you even lift your shirt and check your stomach and you see that it's flat. And you are in disbelief how this is even possible. But you go about your day. You start with a smoothie. A big smoothie that fills up your stomach so you're super full and feel very satisfied, and you know that you have given your body a lot of nutrients. And then lunch comes around and you eat so much fruits. You eat in abundance of fruits. Let's say you're having maybe a watermelon, or you're having a fruit salad, or you're having mango, or you're having just a variety of fruits. Maybe persimmon, or you're having whichever fruit you can get your hands on that you're eating in abundance. And then let's say after work you come home and you're feeling that you want to eat a lot of food. So you make oven roasted potato wedges in the oven, and it tastes like crisps, it tastes like chips, and you eat a lot of potatoes. And then you even have some ketchup to dip in it. But then afterwards you're craving something sweet, and you know that you can still eat. You don't have to feel guilty or restrict yourself. You never have to do it in this lifestyle. So you go for whatever high carb, low fat, plant-based you have at home. Maybe it can be that you bake something with whatever you have at home, or you snack on some dates, some dried fruit, or you take some whole fruits, you take some maybe you have frozen mango and you defrost that and eat that as well. You just give that craving the satisfaction that it's seeking, and then you're very full, but you know that it won't make you gain weight because it's high carb, low fat, plant-based diet that you're eating. And then you might even be full when you're going to sleep, but then when you wake up your belly is flat again, and the cycle continues. Now let's fast forward. You're starting to explore the concept of being safe in your body. So you've started to do a bit more habits that are strengthening this aspect. Maybe you're doing yoga nidra, which is a guided relaxation technique. Maybe you're doing some meditation. Maybe you're just stretching more, or sitting in quiet, just observing. You've strengthened the relationship to your body a bit more, so you have more tools. You have more tools than just reaching for food and watching something on TV. When you've done this, you have less and less off days. Off days meaning you're craving foods and reality escaping. When you have more tools, more alternative coping mechanisms, the food aspect is not as big. When you have more tools, the fixation on food lessens. It might still come back, but that's perfectly fine since we have the diet secured. We know what to eat now for a fit body, but we're not using it as the main coping mechanism. So fast forward again, and now you have so many coping tools, so many coping mechanisms, that you've developed a bit of trust with yourself. You know that when you feel overwhelmed, you have different coping mechanisms that don't self-sabotage, that reach that anxious part of yourself and makes you calm down. It makes the body calm down. So you get a bit more confidence, you get a bit more self-trust, and this expands you even more. So now you start to develop a more clear relationship to food. You start to not crave as much in volume because you might now have a goal of being comfortable in your body. Because you know when you're comfortable, it's much nicer to do your other coping mechanisms. It's much nicer to do meditation or yoga when you are comfortable. and you started to develop a relationship to the practices, that you are much more inclined to do them. You feel like you want to do them. So you have more motivation to not overeat. As you experience this time and time again, the habits become stronger. And you start to see that it's not really worth it to eat so much that you're uncomfortable in your body. This makes you want to eat a bit less. You don't fixate on food as much because your time is demanding different things of you. So you develop a more healthy relationship to food. You eat when you feel hunger, and you do not eat too much because you've learned with time how much that is too much. Maybe you realize that eating just 2 times a day with one snack in between or after is good for you. It fits your schedule and it doesn't make you too full. Or maybe you realize that you do want to eat 3 times, but not as much because you do not like the feeling of being super full. This is not something that happens for you with willpower or discipline. It just happens naturally. When you have more habits that you're doing, that you're enjoying, you get a bit more motivation to not overeat. And this is a span of a long time. You can do it in your tempo. For example, you can have periods again when you reach for food and you eat so much and you feel guilty afterwards. But it's fine because you're eating the high-carb, low-fat diet. So it's fine. The coping mechanism is intact. The training wheels are on. They're always there when we need it. But now we have opened a new world, a new alternative, where we do have other ways to cope. This is a method that goes in your tempo, which is why it's so beautiful. You can do whatever you feel works the best for you. We go in 3 different layers. So there's module 1, which is switching the diet. Module 2, which is switching and learning new habits. More habits that make us feel comfortable in the body. We're strengthening interoception, which is the body's communication skills internally. And then module 3, we go into the depth of healing. We start to initiate that path. This can be a journey of a few years. This can be a journey of 1 year, of a month. It all depends on you and how ready you are to receive this. If you feel like you're done with your old way of eating, if you want something new, and if you want to have this training wheel period where you are doing trial and error to see if this is the way for you, I invite you to check out the website or watch some more of my videos to see if this resonates for you. And I hope you subscribe and stick around because I do make a lot of content on this topic. So thank you for watching, and remember, it is possible to get fit by food.